Hi, this is Dr. Noor Uddin. I injured my lower back several years ago while doing heavy squats. When it happened, I could feel something slipping in my spine. I remember being in excruciating pain for the next several days. Thankfully though, I managed to fix my back with a combination of exercise, an anti-inflammatory diet, and turmeric. So how good is turmeric for back pain? We know that turmeric is effective at reducing both pain and inflammation. Pain and inflammation are closely related. All pain arises from inflammation. There are many different forms of back pain, and each and every one of them arises from inflammation. So if you reduce inflammation, you reduce back pain. The active component of turmeric, curcumin, is thought to be the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory agent. There's a reason why there are more than 9,000 studies on curcumin, and that reason is because curcumin is very powerful, and scientists are excited by its potential to alleviate pain, inflammation, and disease in general. Though there aren't any human clinical studies directly looking at the effect of turmeric on back pain, there are plenty of human clinical trials showing that turmeric is effective against both pain and inflammation in other areas of the body, such as in the knee joint, hips, hands, and muscles in general. Since the same inflammatory process that causes joint pain also causes back pain, then it stands to reason that if turmeric can relieve joint pain, it can also relieve back pain. In a 2016 systematic review, researchers analyzed 8 of the highest quality studies looking at the effects of turmeric extracts on joint pain. They concluded that scientific evidence supports that turmeric is effective at reducing joint pain. 4 of these studies compared turmeric extracts with conventional pain medication like ibuprofen and diclofenac, and all 4 studies found that turmeric extracts were just as effective as these conventional drugs at relieving joint pain and stiffness. So what about studies looking specifically at back pain? While there aren't any human clinical trials looking at the effectiveness of turmeric on back pain, there have been several animal and in vitro studies that have shown promising results. Here's a study that shows turmeric may help reverse intervertebral disc disease. It's a 2017 animal and in vitro study published in the journal European Cells and Materials. In this study, researchers surgically induced back pain in mice by puncturing and herniating the L4-L5 intervertebral disc. They then injected these mice with curcumin and found that the curcumin injection significantly abolished their back pain. Here's what a herniated disc looks like. The intervertebral disc acts as a shock absorber between the bones, the vertebrae, in your spine. When it herniates, this is also known as a slipped disc. One way it causes pain is by pinching the spinal cord or a nerve root, and another is by the disc becoming thinner and losing its shock-absorbing ability. What's really interesting about this study is that the researchers did CT scans on the mice and found that curcumin had increased the height of the herniated intervertebral discs. On further analysis, they found that curcumin had done this by helping form new collagen and proteoglycan content in the herniated discs. Now, this is huge. Conventional medical drugs for back pain don't heal your back. All they can do is stop the pain for the time being. From these animal studies, we can't claim that curcumin can reverse intervertebral disc disease in humans. We'll have to wait for human clinical trials to know for sure. But unlike with medical drugs, we know that it's possible for turmeric to not only reduce back pain, but to also help heal your back over time. In another 2017 study published in the journal Molecular Medicine Reports, researchers also surgically induced intervertebral disc disease in rats and treated them with curcumin. In this study also, curcumin was found to not just reduce inflammation, but to also significantly improve tissue injury in the intervertebral disc of the rats. But intervertebral disc damage isn't the only cause of back pain. Back pain can also be caused by nerve damage, and studies suggest that turmeric may reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in spinal neurons. In the 2017 study I mentioned earlier, the researchers also extracted spinal neurons, nerve cells, from mice and induced inflammation and oxidative stress in these neurons. They then treated the neurons with curcumin from turmeric and discovered that curcumin inhibited both inflammation and oxidative stress in these neurons. Now, oxidative stress and inflammation are not the same thing. They are related in that oxidative stress can trigger inflammation, but oxidative stress by itself can cause cellular damage and cell death. Conventional painkillers used for back pain, the likes of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs like ibuprofen and diclofenac, steroid injections, and opiates like codeine and tramadol are all known to induce oxidative stress. So while pharmaceutical drugs may reduce pain in the short term, they may damage the tissues in your back in the long run. By reducing both inflammation and oxidative stress, turmeric both helps reduce pain in the short term and prevents further damage to your back, putting you in a better position to heal your back in the long run. But turmeric may do more than just prevent further damage. As you'll see from the following study, turmeric may reduce back pain by speeding up nerve regeneration. In this 2019 study published in the Experimental and Clinical Sciences journal, researchers compared the effects of turmeric and melatonin on rats with sciatic nerve injury. Melatonin and curcumin are both known for their powerful anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective and antioxidant properties. Melatonin is a sleep hormone we naturally produce in our sleep. An important reason why our health deteriorates when we don't sleep is because of low melatonin levels resulting from lack of sleep. Interestingly, in this study, the researchers found that giving rats melatonin at night resulted in better recovery of their injured sciatic nerve than when melatonin was given during the day. Curcumin, on the other hand, resulted in the same benefit whether given at day or at night. But get this, curcumin did a significantly better job at stimulating nerve regeneration than both melatonin groups. And it doesn't end there. Turmeric may also reduce back pain by improving healing of tendons and muscles. The most common type of back injury is from injury to muscles and tendons in your back. Though there are no studies looking directly at the effect of turmeric on muscles and tendons in the back, there are plenty of animal studies showing turmeric may help heal both damaged muscle and tendon in other parts of the body. A common problem with all of the above forms of back pain, whether you've got back pain from intervertebral disc disease or damage to nerve, muscle or tendon, is that the back muscles start to atrophy, and turmeric can help there too, because studies show that turmeric prevents muscle wasting. One thing that is known to make back pain worse is loss of muscle mass from disuse following back injury. This is an important reason why doctors encourage their back pain patients to stay mobile and active and to avoid being bedbound. Many studies have shown that curcumin can prevent muscle wasting resulting from disuse and disease. In the 2019 rat study I mentioned earlier, both curcumin and melatonin significantly prevented muscle wasting, with curcumin preserving more muscle than melatonin. There are many other studies that also demonstrate curcumin's ability to prevent disease-induced muscle wasting. Is turmeric better for back pain than pharmaceutical drugs? There's not enough research available for me to say that turmeric is better for your back than conventional drugs like NSAIDs and opioids. I do know from personal experience that turmeric does help relieve back pain. It relieved my own back pain and has relieved back pain in many of my patients. On analyzing reviews online from people using turmeric supplements, I discovered that back pain is the second most common complaint that people say turmeric has helped them with, after knee pain. There are a lot more studies looking at the effects of turmeric on knee pain, and several of these studies have found turmeric to be just as effective at relieving knee pain as NSAIDs like ibuprofen and diclofenac. I believe the results will be similar for back pain. The other thing is that the animal and in vitro studies that have been done on turmeric for back pain suggest that turmeric may be able to prevent further damage to your back over time, and could perhaps even help heal your back over time by reversing the damage done to your back. With conventional medical drugs, on the other hand, we are advised by the medical authorities to limit their use as much as possible due to dangerous side effects. The National Institute for Health and Care Excellence in the UK advises to prescribe oral NSAIDs for low back pain at the lowest effective dose for the shortest possible period of time. So there really is no scope for taking conventional drugs to help heal your back in the long run. Not only are they likely to cause more damage by increasing oxidative stress, but you can't take them long term because of their dangerous side effects. So should you try turmeric for back pain or not? From the research, it seems likely that turmeric could help reduce your back pain. There's also plenty of anecdotal evidence online from people having reduced their back pain with turmeric. The next thing to do is for you to give turmeric a try and see how well it works for you. I injured my own back several years ago and I've tried countless different turmeric supplements. In the end, I formulated my own supplement which has gotten the best results for me and for my patients. I've worked with Hewitt & Selby supplements to get this supplement out to anyone who wants to try it for their back pain. You can get it by clicking the link at the bottom of this video.